Hello everybody, welcome to can't speak. Welcome to another episode of Diecast Alfie. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing okay for a change. Apart from things that are happening at the moment in Thailand, which I'll come on to shortly. And before we go any further, I just want to address an issue that I came across yesterday with a certain online auction site, and I'm not sure if who are more mad with the clown who I was dealing with, or the auction site representative. It wasn't his fault. It's their policies. And you know what? It's typical. 55 seconds in, and my missus is calling me now from Thailand, but I've got it on silent so you're not hearing it. Right, the issue is, as you well know, I sell a few items on this online auction site. I have done for years and years. It's just, and incidentally, I've gone over 30 sales. I hit 31 sales, a whole 31 in a year to date. And they want me national insurance thing for the tax man. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get investigated, but you may well do. But whatever. If they're going to grab me for 31 sales, good luck to them. Anyway, so this guy, he's bought remember the Sylvia, the Auto Finesse one, $490. He bought that, and he paid good money for it, which is fine. You know, it's just the way it is in life. And but oh my God, what a cabbage! And I'm sorry, I hope you're watching, mate, because you are one cabbage. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to tell you so on the website. But this isn't an episode so I can bash him. I just want to educate people like him. We all started somewhere, and I knew nothing about models when I first started collecting. And I'm going to be very, very brief about this. But anybody who knows anything about Mini GT knows that the big old umbrella company is TSM. Now, TSM is based in Asia, whatever. And most of these models now, which is what his assumption that this was a counterfeit model that I had sold him, was based on several factors. It was based on the fact that most of these cars nowadays are coming with licensed manufacturer Sunrich Toys and Hobby, California, USA. That's perfectly true. It's there on the bottom. Oh, I'll get close up. Bottom left. Okay, bottom left there. Sunrich Toys, whatever it is, licensed manufacturers. However, anyone who's been collecting long and hard like myself have received many items like this. True Scale Miniatures Limited, Hong Kong, China. Well, his assumption was, well, it's got to be fake, a counterfeit, because it says quite clearly it was made in China. But now apparently, because I pointed this out to him, I was on my high horse apparently. Not quite sure. I was just trying to tell him in a polite manner that, you know, the different things are printed on different boxes from different parts of the world. But because he hadn't had one, it's a fake. Now, I don't know how long he'd been collecting, but he can't have been collecting that much if he hasn't got that on one of his boxes. And oh, it gets better. The other two reasons were the box was faded. No, the box on the 490, if you actually look on Mini GT's website, the colours of the car are, they are like a washed out colour, but that's what it is. I can't change that. The box picture is garbage, because it's one of these, you know, like that I say, you get the box and you look at the picture and it's and then you get the you open the box and it's like, wow, whatever. Okay, so that's second reason, it must be a fake. And the third reason was the shrink wrap was baggy. What? What? I understand that one to a degree, but come on, mate, you know, whatever. Okay, I'm not going to go too much further on that. Me thing with the auction site is, see, I refused him a refund, I'll be honest with you, because, and he hasn't got a refund off me. He's got it from the online auction site. They've refunded him, and that was only because I turned around and said, well, I haven't described it incorrectly. My refund policy wasted time because eBay, shouldn't have said that. The online auction site, I hope you've missed that, I hope you had your ears shut. They say that, you know, basically they'll just refund them. So any scammer can get on there and just do this, and I could have requested, which I did. I said, well, just tell him send it back. Okay, I don't get any money in that, but the mither to do that. I've got to send him a prepaid label. I've then got to reclaim that back from eBay. Oh my God. Oh, eBay, oh, Jesus. You can sell them 58, you know. So basically the guy just said, well, we'll refund him and you'll get paid as well. I said, well, yeah, it sounds all right, but it kind of doesn't sit well with me, that, because, you know, it is 100% genuine item. It is. It does look washed out, the picture, but that's how it is. I had 3 of them, and all 3 of them are exactly the same, because that's the way the picture is. Check it on Mini GT website. The picture's pale, like a pale teal green thing, whatever it is. Anyway, whatever. So I've ended up, they've given me a refund, not me. I've been paid, which you think, oh, well, shut up, Alfie, which I am going to do after this rant. I am going to shut up, but I just want to educate the uneducated, who didn't want to be educated, because his first thing out of his gob was refund, fake. No, mate, no, it wasn't. Well, they can't be told, can they? So, is that there are differences on the boxes from different areas of the world. Okay, just like as we all collectors who have been in the hobby a while understand, and I have no problem with him not understanding it if he's new. But listen, go on the website. It would have taken him 5 minutes to find out that TSM was affiliated with Mini GT. He didn't want to know. I suspect he was just somebody who just was trying it on. He's got what he wanted now anyway, and I've just said, well, enjoy it, and I hope people like that can sleep at night, because, well, yeah, right, you're not here for that. I've had my moan now, and oh, I tell you what, I've not slept all night, fuming. If it had been closer, I'd have gone and knocked on his door and got my model back, and, you know, because he's, ooh, right, no, I'm that kind of guy, you see. 789. I see all that scratch there, but oh, it must be a counterfeit. Lamborghini Revuelto, can't say that. Not got my teeth in. Verde selvans, whatever. Okay, in that green, but again, that looks, you know, paley green, not particularly vibrant. For Mr. Counterfeit. We'll call him Mr. Counterfeit now. I hope you're watching, pal. You're embarrassing yourself. 996. Oh no, what I didn't do. That's because I'm rushing now, because I'm thingy-majiggy. There we go. That's take a still at the bottom left. UPC. Licensed product in the middle, Lamborghini. TSM model. Oh, TSM model. So it's, I wonder if that's a fake, because it doesn't say Sunrich. Better check on that. Right. Oh, TSM model there. Scale miniatures. Oh, right. Okay. Part of the TSM model family. Right. Okay. So that makes me think, because these are all Sunrich. So with his Sunrich, he hasn't had the brain. Oh, made in China there, bottom right, there. To actually read it, and because it actually says on the back, TSM model, part of the model family, and yet he thinks TSM model because it was made in China is a counterfeit. But right, 996, and we've got the Mazda RX-7 FD3S. Oh god, Itosyoukai Rei-gouki with RE no. Do you know what? I'd love to try and say that when I was drunk. I'd probably say it better. Itosyoukai Rei-gouki with RE Amemiyi. I'd love that lad. I say it's a lad. It's probably a race team, innit? To listen to me trying to pronounce that, it's ludicrous, isn't it? But hey ho. It's a white RX-7 for me and you. Mazda Motor Corporation approval. Bottom left hand side, UPC. TSM model and TSM model authenticity logo. Oh, counterfeit, must be. Right, okay. Top left. Right, so we're gonna start off with this Lamborghini Revuelto Verde selvans, whatever it is. There. Okay, and you see what it's saying about the colour. If you look at that, it's not bad actually. It looks better on screen. It's a bit pale, but in the flesh, don't know if that's coming out on screen very well. But that's very shiny. It's a lovely vibrant green. Lovely. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to put my camera up a little midges because he's a little low. Little high, little low, do the fandango. Come on. Oh. Right, okay. So I can turn it now like that and you'll get the full car in. Lovely engine bay. I mean, we've seen this casting many times now. I think. What do I know? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a bit of a cabbage as well. But I will listen and I will be educated if somebody educates me. I certainly I was very, very polite to anybody who wants to be polite to me. But don't accuse you of counterfeiting and then expect me to, you know, love you. Although I will talk to you until you disrespect me. Centre cap, hubcap, lovely wheels Lamborghini logo right in the centre of the hubcap. I hope you can see them on the thingy. Lovely air ducts here just before the rear wing. Petrol cap there. Rubber wing mirrors. Rolls nice. Nice inserted headlamps with running lights strips there. Very, very nice. A bit of an indicator there. Nice Lamborghini badge, right smack bang in the middle. Nice front end. Is that a bit of carbon? Yeah, a bit of carbon on the front skirt. Bit of carbon there. Not sure if that's coming out. Lovely. Very nice car, but we know that, as I say. Nice back end. Nice rear diffuser. Nice exhaust. Different colour at the top. For people like me, we're colourblind who can't see black when they mix it in. Yeah, it's like kind of a very, very small, thin. Is it? Oh God, no, it could actually be painted. I'm not sure. My eyes aren't good enough. 58, you know the brake clusters, either an indicator cluster. Gorgeous. All that diffuser is carbon. I'm not sure if it's picking up well on there. It's all carbon. You see it? And then there's that grille right bang in the middle. Very nice that. No gubbins on the bottom. Okay. But all in all, a very nice model if you're into your Lamborghinis. Let's have a look at that. Nice engine bay, louvered either side a bit. Yeah, very nice. Right, okay, now we're going to move on. We've done that to death. Okay, so that's not a counterfeit. It's made by Sunrich. And okay, so let's move on to the Mazda RX-7 and the name who will remain nameless for the time being, because I don't speak fluent Japanese. Right, you can't see them black wheels very well there, can you? Let's have a look. Gorgeous spoke wheels. I like spoke wheels, you see. Nice bit of carbon at the front end here. Yeah. Nice bit of carbon. Lovely tampos all down the side. Don't ask me what they're saying. All sponsorships. Oh, Ghostbusters. Yeah, lovely bonnet, louvered air outtakes. Nice bit of louvered wings on either side. Very nice clear things. That's terrible, isn't it? Things. Headlamps. And there is a sponsorship sticker. I presume it's some kind of a sticker at the top of the headlamps. I can't read it off the top of my head here. Some bit of sponsorship on right in the middle there, and on the front skirt some sponsorship on top of the carbon spoiler. Very, very nice. Ting Tong Japanese on the back. Nice canards either side there. Hard wing mirrors. Nice rear end. Nice diffuser at the back, and I don't know if you can see it. Well, yeah, of course you can. There, the exhaust in between the diffuser. Love that word. I'll have to try and remember it. And the underside of the car. No, oh, disaster. Right, drop that. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think the brake clusters are inserted. Nice, love that wing. Look at that massive wing. Ooh. Yeah, carbon wing that. Gorgeous. Have we got an not an indicator, a number plate? I think we have, but I can't see it because I'm 58. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because I've got it to hand. I'm going to use that. Just says 7. 7. Well, isn't that the lucky number in Japan, or vice versa? I can't remember. Anyway, it says something else across the back there as well. What does that say? Pass. Still can't see it. Even with my magnifying glass I can't see it. Yeah, so overall it's a lovely model, that. Very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Right hand drive. Nice interior. Right, so let's come out of there. Let's come out of there. Okay, let's get the Lamborghini on. The Lamborghini, quite frankly, is massive in comparison with that one. It's quite a big beast. Look, looks like Godzilla. Right, let's have a look. Why is that moved? There. Right. Trouble is, every time I do a video, I've got to set all my camera up and everything, and all the gubbins, and sometimes all my levels have gone somehow. I haven't got a clue how, but they have. Right, two nice models there, very different. One plain but beautiful green. My missus will like that. And the white one here, there, the Mazda. And while I'm talking about my missus, I said right at the very beginning, I'll come on to that. Well, as anyone who knows me, who watches me, knows that my family live, I say my family, my wife and children live, one child is mine, Angelina, and Katai, she's my stepdaughter, and they live in Thailand. And guess where they are? Anyone who's been following the news, last week they were awoken to the next village along getting missiles from Cambodia. And I'm not going to get into the politics of it because I've got my own views on it, but between them I think they need to bang their heads together, and that's all I'm going to say. But the top and bottom of it is that my missus has been evacuated from the village that she's in, and the missiles were getting a little bit too close, I'm afraid. Places that I frequent when I go regularly, a place called Kansalak, that got a missile. That was the one that got the missile in the 7-Eleven, if anybody's seen it. And anyway, all right on that border region. It's called the Emerald Triangle, and the border's 20 minutes from where we live, and not good at all. Thousands of people have been evacuated, and she was evacuated last Friday, and so now she's quite safe, and she's over on the other side of Bangkok, on the west side of Bangkok, so she's very, very safe. Unfortunately, there's 7 of them living in 2 small rooms, so because the whole family went, etc., and she went to her sister's. Okay, so again, I know they have had a powwow on Monday in Cambodia. They got their heads together, but they're being a bit silly between them. As I say, I'm not saying too much because you would not believe the media gets very heavily monitored where I am, and the least said about that the better. So I'm going to sign off for now. Thanks to Dan and Jenny for all their hard work at modelstore.co.uk. I've been ordering some military items over the last couple of weeks, and you know what, if I told you, you're not going to believe this. 2 days before the missiles came over from Cambodia, I ordered an old Soviet Grad, is it 21, whatever it is, I don't know, the missile launcher anyway, you know, the ones that they have on the back of a truck. And lo and behold, it's only the same truck that they've been sending missile. I mean, what's the chances of that? The same truck. It's like scary. I mean, the thousands of military vehicles in the world, and that is the one that, I mean, thank goodness that no harm came to my family. And you know, I do feel for all those that are in grieving for the families on both sides, you know. But how ironic would that have been if the model I just bought had have done any damage to my family. Oh my God, it don't bear thinking about, really. Anyway, I say thanks for watching, and if you've liked my video, apart from the rant, but I just had to get that off my chest, and hopefully, as I say, I hope the guy's watching, because he ought to be embarrassed with himself, as I say, not for being uneducated, but for not listening, and then still, after being educated, still basically inferring that it was all, you know, a counterfeit model. Anyway, he's got his way. He's got a free model. He's got his money back from eBay. Oh, can't say that. From the auction site, not me. So I'm happy about that, because I wouldn't have given him a bean, simply because there was nothing wrong with it. And he ought to thank himself lucky now that he's got that model, because that model is hard to find now, particularly at a half decent price. That's not to say that my prices are brilliant, because they're not. But don't buy it if you don't want it. Don't buy it. Oh, I'm ranting again, Anna. I do apologise. I can read that now. My eyes must have gone. Itosyoukai IS on the side of that Mazda. Lovely, that Mazda. I like that. Really, really like that. I've been quite liking these RX-7s. If I could have got past the cracking it open, I've got that blue one, you know, from the MDX show. Malaysia, isn't it? I've got that blue one somewhere, but I don't want to crack it out of its little plastic wallet. Okay, everybody, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want, and have a lovely day. It is now the 30th of July, so we've had a few days since the last video. Okay, thank you, bye.